This is my review on Badderz Mixed House's episode 4. I feel like it starts off with Freddie getting caught in a lie, and I feel like Freddie's lying anyway, but I feel like lying about the situation with Kelsey, but I think also at the same time, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but because it's like the boy that cries wolf every single time he's lying about certain stuff, no one's going to believe him in this instance because he's always been lying. He hasn't been truthful about certain stuff, and it's always when he's caught, that's when he's like, oh, this happened and that happened, that's how I ended up here, blah, blah. So it's hard for people to believe him, and it's easier for people to believe Kelsey in this instance. So Prestige confesses that he believes Freddie and says that obviously because he's known Freddie for longer than Kelsey, he believes him, stuff like that. And obviously his demeanour and stuff when he's telling lies and when he's telling the truth, you can tell. But I'm just thinking as well, if that is the case, I can see where he's coming from in regards to like Kelsey was getting really loud when Freddie was trying to explain his point. Sometimes when people are lying, they tend to do that as well. They try to like talk over you and try to like kind of scurry you off your thoughts and whatever. But at the same time, I feel like Prestige should have backed Freddie maybe there. Obviously, you know him longer as well, but you should have just maybe said, oh, actually, I believe Freddie in this instance. I don't believe he'd lie about that, whatever, because I feel like Freddie's back was against the wall with everyone then. I also don't understand why Smacks is more upset with Freddie than George's. Like, I understand, like, it's just additional heat for no reason. Like, you're upset that he was telling the lie to you, or I understand that he has told lies beforehand too, but in this instance, he hasn't done that, so I don't understand why there's so much vim for him. Yes, you're upset, whatever and stuff, but let George handle that by himself rather than you intervening, acting like his bodyguard or security guard and stuff, because you went in the situation. What should have happened is it should have been Prestige, George, Kelsey, and Freddie sit down. Because Prestige, I believe he's like more level headed as well. They would have all been able to get across their points calmly. But when everyone's shouting, effing and jeffing and stuff, and Freddie's locked himself in the bathroom because he's scared and uncomfortable as well, it's not helping the situation. It's never going to de escalate anything either. Then Kelsey gave Freddie a time to pack and move his stuff out as well, which I'm like, okay, cool. You don't want to be there with him because you're going back and forth, whatever. But Smacks telling him, get out of the bathroom, get out of the bathroom. It's not going to help. You should have just given him the time. Let everyone come out of the room, except for maybe two security or one security, whatever it is. Let him pack his stuff and then go, rather than you saying, oh, you need to get out of the room, I'm going to give you this time. If someone in general, like outside of like just being on the show, if someone is screaming in your face, whatever, are you likely to pack organized or pack your stuff up properly? No. You're more than likely going to have to go back there to get your stuff in the end. So what's the point of screaming at him? That was dumb. Also, when we have the sit down with George, Lani, and Shy Shy as well, I'm just thinking like, what did Shy Shy say to George? Was it about the diss track or was it something else? Because I may be missing it as well, or is it because of her association with Baitface that is also beefing George? I didn't like how George and Lani were telling Shy Shy this on camera. Like, I feel like it would have made more sense to tell her this off camera as well, because I feel like you can tell she's visibly uncomfortable, and obviously if the person isn't confident as well, there's no point to point it out that, oh yeah, you're not looking your best, you're not looking nice, you're not looking this, that and blah blah blah. Who wants to hear that on camera? Who wants to hear you are beautiful but you're looking butters? Why would you even call someone butters as well? It's crazy work. Like, I believe that Shy Shy probably needs more self-confidence. Or yes, she's dressing like a tomboy, but she should have believed in her fits as well. The shoes, I have to agree, Shy Shy, they were dead. The links that Lani sent as well for her to wear on Shein and whatever, that was very nice of her in regards to like, oh, this is what I feel like would suit you, because they're trying to level up her look, and it's cheap and cheerful in regards to Shein and the child labour, whatever else and stuff, and the improper ways that the chemicals that they're putting in their stuff. Of course, it's got to be cheap and cheerful, but like, you could literally update your looks in regards to what you're doing, but at the same time, we don't know what Shy Shy has in her pocket. I'm not trying to like broke shame or anything like that, but obviously she's a mother as well. I don't know her financial situation either, so maybe she just didn't have the money for it to buy extra bundles and all this other stuff that they're asking her to buy. Because we have to deep it, Shein ain't the same. Yeah, Shein is not the same as it was back then. I've never shopped on Shein myself, but I know like from the discounts they have, it's not the same as like, oh, they're giving you 50% off the basket, but it's not like that anymore. So I would have said that maybe they could have told her this outside of like the thing and been like, oh, this is what you should have done, whatever and stuff. But if at the same time she did express in the confessionals that because her duo Baitface didn't come with the looks that he was meant to come with, and he acted like his normal self in regards to like his alter ego, which is Baitface, that's why she didn't come with that. But I feel like maybe she should have also addressed that in the scene with them, so that they get a better understanding of where she's coming from as to why she dressed a certain way for the show. And also, Lani's very shady as well, because she was laughing when Shy Shy said, oh, she takes an hour to get dressed, because obviously she's thinking an hour to do what? Because the outfit's not given, the look isn't given and whatever. I'm thinking I could understand, but there's other ways. I also don't think it helped as well when Lani was blocking or obstructing Shy Shy's view in regards to leaving the situation because she felt uncomfortable and she felt like then they were taking the piss out of her and stuff, or PISS, sorry, out of her during that situation. Like she's thinking, okay, I've taken on your constructive criticism, I've done whatever, and you guys are still going on about it. And it's just like, how would anyone else feel? The CEO of the show is calling you Badderz in the confessionals. They're telling you, yeah, the looks not given, and it's 2 against 1 there as well. I would be feeling some type of way as well, even though I'm confident in myself, but you're still going to feel some way like, right, what's going on here? And I can't lie as well. It's like, I would have been judging them too. Like, I would have been maybe cussing them down too. Like, you look like this and you like that, whatever stuff. But I understand she took the constructor. Wow. You wouldn't even think I've got a GCSE in English. She took the constructive. Hey! She took the constructive criticism on the chin, but then they carried on. I think that's what made it worse. Sorry, what I was also going to say is when she was obstructing as well, it didn't help when Lani is also making comments as well and saying, oh, you know, you could have dressed better in front of everyone. When it was 2-on-1 in the room, I feel like she could have taken her. But when you're doing it in front of everyone, then now everyone's having their input on someone's looks. It's not good for anyone's mental health or just them in general. And I don't understand why Lani was pumping her chest a lot in Shy Shy's room. Because when she said, oh, get out of my room, she's just trying to be nice. You're talking about, oh, your room, yeah, I paid for the room. If I was Shy, I would have punched Lani in the face. I'm sorry, because I'm going to have to deck you in the face. Because you guys are saying I'm acting like a crackhead. I'll show you what crackhead is, and I'll punch you in your face now. And what we going to do then? What we going to do then? Because it's still my room, bitch. BITCH. So, my bad. Because why are you doing this for now? Like, you're acting up in front of the crowd, but we all know Lani can't fight. So why would you even put yourself in that predicament as well? Because if now she punched you in your face, what would you have done? You'd probably got the other cast to run the fade for you, but what would you have really done? Because she would have violated you. I did find it weird as well that Baitface was just literally standing there like a plank of wood, or sitting or leaning on the couch, whatever, and drinking his drink and ignoring anything that's going on. And I feel like that was weird. As my duo, you should be backing me, saying, okay, that's enough, guys. Because if ever one person is getting piled on in regards to like dog piled, why are you not intervening to say, okay, this is enough, let's move on from this to the whatever else and stuff? Or why didn't you step in to defend her and say why she dressed like that in regards to like, you know, we're meant to come as this, then obviously last minute I changed my mind, and then, you know, that's why she dressed like this. But you didn't say anything. Weird. I'm glad George and Zeno made up, but this means nothing anyway, since they said they're running that at the reunion anyway, because of the comments that Zeno made on the last episode of the show, on episode 3. Lani giving up her bed to Collision and Kelsey didn't make any sense to me, because I'm thinking, so you did all that for them to have sex and you sleep on the couch, but then why didn't you just, as you did in the Malta, I think it was Malta, or did they go to Greece or whatever it was for Badderz last season for Metab, you had a specific room for allocated for people if they want to do, you know, have fun or whatever and stuff. That should have been the same case here, rather than you giving up your room for someone to have sex in. Like, what's going on here? Like, you should have just done that instead, because you did it for Metap, so I don't understand why you didn't do this season. I don't know if it was the space of the villas because there was a lot more people here or whatever, but yeah. I can't lie as well, I did skip past the whole sex scene between both of them. I do wonder though if Kelsey and Collision are still together though, or if they are just the item as well, because obviously I believe this drama goes on in Smash Summer or Smash Island, whatever it is that Lani did the other show. What I don't understand about Smacks as well, you're judging or slut shaming Kelsey, but then you're giving spuds or like ratings to Collision. If Kelsey wants to have fun, it's her body, her choice in regards to that. It's not like it could be a summer romance. Just leave it at that. I also do like how George is putting his differences aside to help Shy, but I feel like also it's just like it doesn't make any sense at the same time, because then you're going in the confessionals to then talk shit about her. So what is the point? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense, especially when you said you wanted an apology for her actions or whatever she said to you, because obviously it wasn't really clear, but then you accept the apology, then you still talk shit about her. I don't understand it. Not to even dogpile on or anything, but just constructive criticism for Shy, just to add an extra bundle to the hair that they installed as well, because I feel like they either lathered it too much in like not oil but like cream or something for the hair, and then it's like it's all stuck together, so it's got like it's like there's little bits and pieces that aren't together in regards like meant to be blended in. Then them arguing over alcohol as well, it's like you all should have just bought your own alcohol and just shared mixer. That would have made more sense, because I'm not arguing over alcohol, sorry. Like, let's just keep it stepping. Everyone buy their own alcohol, we share mixer. If you want a bit of my drink, you can have a bit of my drink. I'm not going to be doing that, like counting their ml left in the drink, please. And it's clear that Smacks had an issue with Kelsey, or she feels like Kelsey's the one that drank the drink. Instead of you to stop pussyfooting about and just address it head on, it would have made more sense, because now there's just built up animosity for no reason, when you could have just said, you know what, Kelsey, I feel like you did blah blah blah, and left it at that. This is part 2 of my review for Badderz Mixed House episode 4. Also, I understand that they did like some sort of narrating and said basically that the room how it looked, and the fight or the argument between Smacks and Kelsey kept escalating because the room looked absolutely disgusting, and I'm thinking there's no excuse for the room to look like that as well. Regardless if someone's pointing fingers, Smacks is pointing fingers at Kelsey. We didn't get Kelsey's side of it because obviously I think Smacks was more vocal in that scene as well and stuff. But like you both lived there and both sides of the room were dirty and disgusting. Why is there no, first off, why is there no mattress protector? Why is there no sheet on the bed? It's just the plain mattress itself. The bed sheet is giving blanket from one side of the room. There's like clothes on the floor as well. Like how long would it take to actually clear up? Then on top of that, the toilet is blocked as well. Obviously, Smacks was saying, sorry, pardon me. Smacks was saying basically that it was Kelsey. She was putting her period, like products down the toilet, and I was thinking, is she on her period though? Because I was so confused. 'Cause obviously, she did a thing with is it collisions or collision? Sorry, I feel like I'm getting this wrong. I do apologize again if as I'm mispronouncing your nickname and stuff. But she did something with her, so I'm thinking like, was she doing something on her period then? And I was confused. I was thinking, oh, maybe Smacks is just saying that whatever, or her period happened before this situation with them having sex on camera, or like intimate scene on camera as well. Then obviously Kelsey confirmed that she came off her period. So I'm thinking, so did Collision finger Kelsey then when she was on her period? Because that's what it's given, like the last day of your period and stuff. So I wasn't entirely sure, but I thought that's crazy work on camera. On candid camera. You know what I mean? Like, and also Smacks is only valid in her concerns with Kelsey if Kelsey is recruiting people to fight George in regards to like getting Mike, sorry, to fight George. But I'm thinking it didn't sound like that. Kelsey was basically saying that she's bringing people to the room to talk about the issue that Smacks brought up as well to clear any type of confusion up. So I'm just thinking, how did Smacks get that Kelsey was recruiting people to beat up George when George and Kelsey are a duo? It doesn't make any sense. And I feel like Smacks is just, I don't know, she's losing me. She's been losing me before, but she's losing me now here because I can't understand the logic she's coming with. And then the other thing as well, the Gospel Sisters, I keep forgetting that they're on the show as well. And I'm not sure if it's because I feel like I don't see them anywhere. Like I don't remember them ever. Like if I'm honest, like, I remember them getting introduced by Mel, I think, and then that was it. I don't remember them last episode at all. If that was last episode when they got introduced, I'm not entirely sure. But like I was thinking, obviously they've answered the questions anyway, like during the episode as well, like what Mike said about them, that they just stay in the room. 'Cause I was thinking like, are they even in the same villa? Are they just like isolating themselves stuff? But it sounds like from what Mike said, they're isolating themselves and they're not interacting with people, which I don't understand why you do that for. You go on the show and you're barely getting any camera time. You're in the room by yourself. Obviously Shansky, I don't think she was saying it to mock them necessarily. Like maybe she was taking a little dig at them, but I think she was also saying that they're just there singing in the room, and probably this is what they do at home. I'm assuming. I don't know if they're sisters or if they're just like friends or whatever and stuff. But obviously, I believe like when someone is like a church fanatic or like is it a fundamentalist or whatever they call it, when they're so embedded into this type of culture of like, oh, religion, 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 and it's like they do that 10 hours a day. Do you know those type of people? Like that's what it kind of gives. But then at the same time, going on this type of show, it gives like you're a performative person anyway, because it's just giving, you went on here to do what exactly? And you may have made your mark like at the audition and whatever, but like now it's time to perform in regards to that. I'm not saying that you have to fight to be on these shows, because that's what Shansky was trying to provoke one of them to do. But I just mean like it's time for you to at least give some sort of entertainment if you're interesting on camera, like, oh yeah, just giving commentary and stuff like that. But you gave literally nothing and you were hidden in the room. Also don't believe that Shansky was expecting the sister to fight maybe as good as she did. That's why it was kind of throwing her off as well. And obviously if the sister had a bit more of the balance as well, because I think the sister was like stumbling a lot and stuff, I think the fight would have gone better for her. I think she won the fight anyway. I forgot the sister's name, but I'm just gonna call them Gospel Sisters for now because I don't know which one is which in regards to the names and stuff. But she won against Shansky. She gave her a knot on the top of the eye. Then she also made her bleed as well when the other woman left unmarked. And that's why Shansky was annoyed. But I'm gonna get you every single time. I'm gonna get. She was just taking the L and left, man. And that's why you don't provoke people out of nowhere, because you want to start arguing with her. Yeah, you're going back and forth verbally. Didn't have to get physical. Now you're planning to attack her again, and now you're saying, no, I'm not going to do it to her rest because look what she's done to me. This could have all been prevented if you just shut your mouth and left her alone.